All right, let's talk about getting found online. For what, decades now, it's all been about one thing, ranking on Google. But that whole game is changing, and it's changing fast. AI is totally rewriting the rules. And look, if you're a small business, this might sound scary, but it's not a threat, I promise. It's actually a massive opportunity. So let's break down exactly how you can win.
Okay, so take a look at this. On the left, that's the search we all know, right? That wall of blue links. It's basically a digital scavenger hunt we've been doing for the last 20 years. But now, look at the right. That's the future. And honestly, it's already here. Instead of a list, you get one single, concise answer. No more clicking through a bunch of pages. This isn't just some new little feature. It is a completely different way people are going to find your business.
I know. Seeing that shift, it can feel a little intimidating, right? But here's the really crucial point, the thing I want you to take away. This change completely levels the playing field. Seriously, it's not about who has the biggest marketing budget anymore. It's about who gives the best, most direct answer. And that is a game that smart, agile small businesses can absolutely 100% win.
So the big question is, how do we actually win in this new AI-driven world? Well, funnily enough, it starts by making sure we've mastered the rules of the old world. We've got to build a solid foundation. Let's talk about those SEO essentials. That, believe it or not, AI still needs to find the very best answers.
This quote right here, it hits the nail on the head. Let's be real. You're not trying to compete with Amazon on a global scale. You're competing for the person walking down your street looking for a coffee or a plumber. That's your arena. So focusing on local search, it isn't just a nice strategy. For a small business, it is your superpower.
Okay, so how do we win that local game? It all starts right here with this checklist. Think of your Google Business profile as your digital storefront. It's totally free, it literally puts you on the map, and it's the very first thing your potential customers will see. So you have to claim it, and I mean fill out every single field. But here's the most important part. Your name, address, and phone number, what we call NAP. It has to be perfectly identical everywhere online. That consistency is just so crucial.
All right, so once your profile is all set up, what's next? It's all about building trust. And you know, in the online world, trust is basically spelled R-E-V-I-E-W-S. It's that simple. See, positive reviews do two amazing things at the same time. They tell Google you're a legit, quality business, and they tell your potential customers the exact same thing. Oh, and here's a quick pro tip. Make sure you respond to your reviews, the good ones and the bad ones. It just shows there's a real caring person behind the business, and that builds even more trust.
Now look at this number, just 5 to 10. You might be thinking, really, that's it? You probably assume you need hundreds of reviews to even make a dent, but nope. Getting just 5 to 10 solid, positive reviews can make a huge difference in your local search results. It can be enough to lift you right above your competitors who just haven't bothered with this super simple step. Okay, let's zoom out a little from just local search. The old school rules of SEO, they absolutely still matter, but the focus, the whole point of it has changed. It's no longer about trying to trick some search engine robot. It's about making a real person happy. The best user experience, that's what always wins now. And this slide just shows that change perfectly. Look at the left, that robotic, keyword-stuffed mess. English tutor Bucharest cheap. Nobody talks like that. But believe it or not, that used to work. Today, it's a huge red flag. Now look at the right. It's a clear, helpful sentence written for an actual human being. It's got the keywords in there, sure, but it's natural. This is the goal. Write for people first, and the search engines will follow. Okay, to finish up our foundation, let's talk about 3 more pillars. First, backlinks. Those are just links from other websites to yours. And here, it's all about quality, not quantity. One link from a trusted local blog is worth more than 100 spammy ones. Second, speed. Your site has to be fast. If it takes more than 3 seconds to load, poof, half your visitors are gone. And third, how it works on a phone. Is it easy to use? If the answer is no, you are absolutely losing customers. All right, we've built our strong foundation. Now it's time to look to the future. Getting ready for AI search, it sounds complicated, but it's not about some crazy technical wizardry. It boils down to a really simple goal. You need to become the best, most direct, most trustworthy answer to your customers' questions. Because in this new AI world, there's often no second place. You're either the answer or you're invisible.
Seriously, I want you to stop and really think about this question for a second. This is what's happening right now. It's called a zero-click search. The user gets their answer and never even clicks on a website. So, when your customer asks their phone a question and it just spits back one single paragraph, how do you make sure your business is in that paragraph? Because if it's not, you're not on page 2 anymore. You're just gone. You're invisible. And this is exactly how our behavior is changing. We used to type in these weird, choppy keywords, right? Best Cafe Cluj. Now, we just talk to our devices. We ask full questions, like, hey, where's the best place for specialty coffee in Cluj? So if you want to show up in those AI answers, your website has to be built to answer these full, natural questions directly.
So how do we actually do it? How do we become the answer? Well, here's the playbook. First, you have to build authority. Start thinking like a teacher. Create content that actually helps your customers. Things like how-to guides or detailed FAQ pages. Second, that consistency thing again. Your name, address, and phone number have to be perfect everywhere. And third, get mentioned on other trusted sites. Local directories, blogs. Remember, the AI is reading the entire internet to figure out who's the best. Those little mentions are huge signals of trust.
Okay, that was a lot of theory, I get it. So let's make this super practical and real. This isn't some maybe next year project. This is stuff you can do right now. So here it is, a simple 5-step action plan you can literally start on today.
Let's walk through this, nice and easy. Number 1, claim that Google profile. Seriously, you can do it on your next coffee break. It's that fast. 2, text your email just 3 happy clients and ask for a quick review. 3, write one simple blog post that answers the number 1 question you always get. 4, check your site speed with Google's free tool. And 5, shoot an email to one local partner or blogger and ask for a link back to your site. That's it. I'm telling you, just doing this will put you so far ahead of your competition, it's not even funny.
So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. The future of getting found online is not about having the biggest budget. It's not about outspending everyone on ads. It's about providing the clearest, most trustworthy answers. Your expertise, your passion, your connection to your community, those are your biggest advantages in this new era.
And that really leaves us with just one final question. When your next potential customer pulls out their phone and asks it for a solution, is your business going to be the answer? Because after everything we've talked about today, you now know exactly what it takes to make sure that it is.